And we're live.
We're live. How far back do we have to go?
That's fine.
You, like, sit in front of me and I'll sit behind you.
Figuring it out.
There we go. Hello, everyone.
Nobody's here yet, but that's okay. Just so no one freaks out, the phone is going to fall.
Yeah, try to tip it forward a little bit.
I have my mask right here. Let's just be clear.
We are sitting at a table eating. There's no one around us. Don't come at us. Oh, your phone does that weird green.
I know. I'm
saying. Hey, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay,
hello.
I'm gonna make sure.
I gotta bring the chat on.
All messages are visible. See, I learned from our mistake last time.
Yep. Hey,
I'm not gonna do that again.
Yeah, seriously.
Hopefully everything works out. Oh yeah, here, I'll take some. I just went to the bathroom to wash my hands, but I'll do that anyway.
Hey, you can't be too safe.
It's true.
For everybody who's on, we are sitting in Seasons at Epcot. Hello! Hello, Lady Jemmers. Hello, Alicia. We are sitting in Seasons, which is the restaurant at Epcot. Hey, Robin. And we are sitting at a table in a corner way by ourselves. And we have just taken a break from the masks. I
have mine though.
We got some drinks.
Let's
and
not
we're
panic.
just
we're safe.
We're just kind of sitting here enjoying. So
you might can hear Living with the Land behind us.
You probably can,
so.
especially when the announcer comes on and says social distance. But yeah. So we have been at Epcot all day today. We got here right at open, or like 10:30, so I guess it was a little before open.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've done a little bit of everything.
Yep.
We did some festival food, we did merch, we rode some rides, and now we're here in Season. So we did Soar In already, and we haven't done Living with the Land because there was a weirdly long line for it.
We might do.
And we were like,
we'll see.
We just, yeah. We were tired. Yeah, I know, right?
They're
it's like
so
back
cute.
into magic. Look at this cute cup.
They look like very Small World.
It does, yeah.
It's very cute.
But then kind of Animal Kingdom-ish with the leaves.
Yeah, actually my first thought when I saw it was Animal Kingdom.
I bet they have the same ones. We're going to Animal Kingdom later this week, so we'll have to look and see.
Yeah, so if you guys have any questions about what's going on...
Oh yeah, please. So we actually don't have any plan of what we're going to be talking about this whole time.
Hold on a second, let me turn off.
Oh, Abby, you're ruining your setup here. There we go.
Okay,
so if you guys have any questions about Epcot, what it's been like, anything like that, please ask them, because we're just here to answer your questions today. So how are the crowds? Oh, no.
See, I knew that was going to happen. I saw it coming.
Hold on. Let's get this a little bit further down. Will it stay? You guys might be falling towards the table here in a minute.
Here, move over now a little bit. There we go.
We'll have to, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. Okay, what did I say?
The crowds.
The crowds. So, today they've been decent. They've been good compared to March, which was the last time we were here.
Yeah.
With festivals happening, it was a lot. But right now, I wouldn't say that it's empty.
No.
Like, there
are people.
A solid amount of people here. The biggest places that I felt them were when we were coming into the park. It was pretty busy in that main thoroughfare.
But I also feel like part of that, I felt that in March too at Epcot, because everything's so closed off right now. Yeah. It's like very much, there's only two pathways to take.
There's one
so
that
everyone
you can take
is there.
to like the World Showcase and go that way. And then there's one you can take to like
Mouse Gear Test
Nemo
Track,
and Friends, like that kind of thing. So there's two ways, and then everyone has to funnel through those two.
Yeah, so
it
everybody's
felt
there
busy
together
immediately for us because there was people right as soon as we were walking into the park. But compared to the two times we went to Flower and Garden before everything shut down, it's not as busy. But like right now we're sitting in Seasons, and I can see like all the tables are like around us. They're not near us, but around us there's like 7 tables worth of people. And this is 2:30 or 3. I don't even know what time it is. 3:30?
We had said earlier, it feels almost like January, like a down season size crowd. It's definitely
It does not feel like a July summer crowd,
right?
But it feels like January or February. Yeah. But not the heat. Well, that's another story. But
no, it's definitely
July.
July.
We're trying in heat.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to make sure. Whoop, nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay,
let's see. Earthquake. Yeah, sorry. Do we feel safe? I would say
in some places, yes.
Yes.
In some places,
yes. In some places, I felt a little unsafe. I think overall, I felt pretty good. Yeah. The only time that I felt really sketched out is on Soarin'. So we rode that. I'll give a full my thoughts in the vlog, which will be coming, so you guys can see that. But I think there's a lot of kinks that they need to work out as far as
this
safety,
is the first day
distancing.
For Epcot too, so.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is actually not on Disney's part. It's on the guests' part.
Yeah, for sure.
And people don't know how to wait. They don't know how to stand in line. So the lines.
I'm shocked at. I'm like, if you're coming to Disney,
but it's not wait a normal line. Think about this. There's lines marking 6 feet for each group, and it says, please wait behind this line. So you can either be on the line or a little bit behind the line. And what I found is that people are in a hurry. They want to get to whatever it is they're waiting for, and so they'll kind of push. They'll kind of get it. Am I making you guys uncomfortable? That's kind of how I feel because people just want to go. They want to get going.
Which, to be fair, is because a lot of the lines, because of the 6 foot distancing, are outside in direct sunlight.
That's another group.
A lot of the ride lines, like Frozen Ever After, we were walking by Norway, and the queue for that, a good chunk of it was outside in the direct sunlight. So I can understand people being pushy. It's hot. Yeah. I'm sweating.
But I think it's just in general people being pushy, and so I have had to say a few times excuse me. And then, once they realize, oh, they're pushing, then they'll stand behind, and it's totally fine. I haven't had any where I felt like they were, we are, where I'm you need to move. So, it's been okay in that respect, but that's really the only thing.
That's Living with the Land, if you can hear that.
That's what I'm hearing. Oh, that's not the one that says about the germs.
Yeah. We have shopping vlogs. We will have a vlog.
Yes, we've shown merch. We went into Mouse Gear and the pin store. So we're going to show you guys footage from both of those.
Hey guys.
Hey Rachel.
It would be nice if the weather was January.
Oh, honestly, I feel
it's so hot.
So a lot of people have asked if the social distancing thing has been the biggest struggle. Honestly, for me, it's not wearing a mask, it's the heat.
Yeah.
We are not normally summer goers to Disney because we're Floridians.
Last year, I don't think we went for a solid 3 months in the summer.
No, we just didn't
But
anyways,
so this is weird
because it's just so hot, and it's not because of any of this stuff that's going on. But the heat has definitely kicked our butts a little bit. And I will say, with wearing the mask, I actually find breathing a little bit easy. I do have to wear a mask for my job, so I'm used to that. But what's hard about it is remembering to drink water and stay hydrated while in your mask. Because for me, I would want to not touch my face. I want to keep my mask on the whole time. I want to be safe. Yeah. And so I would forget to take breaks, take the mask off, drink water, all of that kind of thing. And it's so important because you will totally get heat stroke or dehydration or whatever.
And I can say, as someone who has asthma, it's...
Oh yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, mainly the thing is just take your time. You don't have to rush anywhere. There's no rushing that should be going on right now.
Even though there is. Some people are.
And I don't know why. Because, we just went to Soarin', like she just said, and the thing on the outside said 45 minutes, and it was 15?
Yeah, max.
Maybe, from the outside to actually sitting in the ride.
Yeah.
So...
And that's probably one of the busier lines in the park.
Yeah.
Although Test Track
looked really long. Which I understand because it was closed before all this happened, so I get... People miss Test Track,
Yeah.
But the line was really long for Test Track.
Yeah, I will say, too, the thing for me is... with the whole mask wearing thing, you were saying take your time.
Yeah, just walk slower.
For safety reasons too, I think that's my biggest tip is to take your time and kind of hang back. If you're okay with not being the first one or not getting to something quickly, my best advice for being safe is to, if people want to rush by you and go, let them. Hang back a little bit, and then you can control your distance and how much space you give yourself, and you're not relying on somebody else behind you to do that for you, because they won't. if you have somebody behind you and you're hoping that they will keep the distance, it needs to be something that you say, you go ahead, I will keep my distance. And so that's when I found that helps us to be the most safe, is to be okay to sit back a minute, let them go, and do their thing, and then I can control who's around us and how safe it is. So
let's see. Retraining is definitely going to be a necessity.
Yes. Hey Cynthia. Hey Katrina.
We did not run into the Leffersons.
No.
You want to know what's funny? We did like this with the Leffersons all day.
And we actually were talking with them.
We were going to try to meet up.
But literally, like, it was almost comical to where we'd be like, hey, where are you? Hey, where are you? And we literally would do like this.
Circling each other.
It was so funny. But
like, we were in the World Showcase, they were in Future World, and we swapped, and
so we definitely will at some point meet them. But yeah, it was kind of hilarious.
That was kind of funny.
Does anybody else have any questions for us about like distancing, cast members, people, anything? Actually, I think we're gonna film a video coming soon about what's in our bags, like what we brought, as far as like.
Turns out I prepped really well today.
Yeah, I think we both did. But we prepped like different, which is awesome, because now we have what we need. Yeah. But we're gonna do that and kind of tell you guys like what we brought with us. But one thing I will say is you may want to bring more than one mask for a day, because when you're wearing it outside in the heat, the sweat and everything, and just even wearing it for long periods of time, with breathing through it a lot, it's nice to kind of change it and like get a nice refresh. Yeah. So we've actually brought multiple masks each to wear.
How did social distancing work on Soarin'?
So the social distancing, it was actually great in the queue.
The queue was really good.
Yeah, they had the lines that were 6 feet apart. You go, actually, when there's nobody in line, you just keep walking past all of them. But once
that was the fastest I've walked through the standby line.
Awesome.
It was just like trekking through.
Yeah, but one thing I will say is, like, as you're walking through, as soon as you see people, you kind of find the closest line to you, and you stop on that line or a little bit behind it, and then they divided us almost like group 1 goes this way, group 2 goes that way, group 3, to keep everybody separate. Yeah. And then you find another line, and then another line, and then once you actually get into the part where it's like row 1, 2, 3, where they
that was actually pretty good too as far as distancing goes.
They put up plastic and metal dividers in between the row.
Lines, yeah.
So even though you're within maybe 3 or 4 feet from the row next to you, there's a huge divider. So you're not getting any of their germs, they're not getting any of yours. And then they actually had taped squares on the floor for each party. Yeah. So your party, I don't know what the party limit is, because
I don't think there's a limit. It would just be like they just you take up more than one. You take up like 3 of those.
Yeah.
spots.
So then they have your party stay inside of the square.
Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Yes, we're here. We're home. It's so nice.
I know, we're home. So you stay inside your square, and then the people behind you have their square, and they've distanced the squares 6 feet apart. So that part was great. We personally chose to wear gloves in Soarin', just because you have to touch the seatbelt, you have to touch the handles, those kind of things. So we just put on gloves right before we went on, and then took them off right after, so that we weren't spreading any of our germs and we weren't touching any of anybody else's. Although I'm sure they clean the ride every hour or something like that. But the thing that was weird is on the actual ride, they put up, it literally, I wish I had taken a picture.
They're literally like a child's booster seat,
you know,
like in a car, like with the handles and everything. And then there's just like plexiglass coming straight up out of the booster seat. And so those are like every 3 seats, I think.
They just put the booster seats there to like, so you don't try to sit where the plexiglass is. But it was really hilarious.
It was really funny.
And then they had every 4 seats was a plexiglass divider.
Plexiglass booster seat.
Yeah.
And then what was weird, which we found, was all of the seat belts were already buckled because I think it's because they can't run the ride unless all the seatbelts are buckled, but if there's nobody there, then the seatbelt's just buckled on its own. So the guy had to come by and like
No.
be like, ready,
He told us we have to click our red buttons, but he had to like hit the release button in order for us to hit our... It was the most confusing thing. And so he's like, are you ready? Like on the count of 3, you have to hit your button to release your seatbelt.
Yeah.
And the guy next to me, who was like in a different party, he was like 4 seats down, so I felt safe. But
to me is like all the way
down. But the other guy, who I felt like was on this journey with us,
he really
was so
was
confused. I like looked over at him and he's like, are we just supposed to like sit on the seatbelts? And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure we need to like put the seatbelts on. But we couldn't get them out of the little clickers.
It was a whole thing.
So then we had to get a cast member. The cast member's like on the count of 3, you have to unclick the button. And then once you clicked in, you're committed to that row. And so because only certain seats were actually working to release, our party got split up on 2 different sides of a divider because it was the only seat that was working. So we were literally divided, even though we would have liked to have been together. We were divided by plexiglass.
It was,
So
it was weird.
It was like so weird. And then as we were leaving, you know how, if any of you have been on Soaring, you know how everybody, there's like a huge flood that just like leaves all at the same time. And the guy comes over
the loudspeaker. He's like, make sure you maintain social distancing
as you leave.
Nobody did that.
No one did that. So then I was like freaking out because I was like trying to keep my distancing, and then we got sandwiched between like 2 parties, and I was like I need to get out of here.
And then people like hesitated at the end. I was like, you can't hesitate, keep moving.
Stop in the middle of the pathway, and I'm like, keep moving. It was weird. I will say, of our entire day, I think Soarin' was the most stressful.
Yes.
And I felt the most unsafe in Soarin'.
Yeah. We also rode Figment. We also rode Figment, and I felt perfectly safe.
So tell them about what's Figment.
So Journey into Imagination.
Wait, let's answer any questions.
Oh yeah,
first.
sorry.
And then we'll go back to Figment.
See what's going on. What's your favorite mask?
Ooh.
Vera Bradley.
Honestly, Vera Bradley masks are my absolute favorite. I have tried a few different brands, but I keep coming back to these. So Vera Bradley masks are the best. They are like a cotton. They're like fully cotton. So they're really easy to breathe through and to use, and they're big too. Yes. So they cover everything. So, yeah, they're the best. They're super easy to breathe through, and they don't trap your sweat and stuff.
They breathe, and it's nice. They're nice.
So we got the Disney masks.
Okay, so we got the Disney masks.
I'm
the only one who can wear them in our whole family. They're so weird.
And we got the large size, okay? And the square is like this big. Sorry, we're just talking because it's really comical. I wish we had it with us.
I know.
So we could bring,
I thought I should bring it today, and then I forgot. I'll probably bring it on Friday when we go to AK. But
that's a good idea.
Because I
kind of want to just get like a funny picture.
The one I kept, like for me, the one they gave me when they got there was Winnie the Pooh. So I'll take that. Oh, I should have brought it today because I saw Pooh.
Anyway,
darn.
So the Disney masks are like this thicker. I don't even know what it's made of. It's like a polyester.
Yeah, and it feels like stretchy and like a super suit. It's weird.
Suit. But what's funny is you get the like square fabric that goes over your face. Yeah. But then the ones that look like characters are really hilarious because you almost look like. What's the name of the Brer Bear from Splash Mountain? That's
the Mickey Mouse one looks just like Brer Bear when it was on Hook.
Like the mouth is like down here. It was just really funny looking.
We'll have to try them on. Oh no! Good catch. We'll have to try them and show you guys, but
nope.
The tripod is not having it today. Please stay.
Sit up a little bit more.
Stay.
There we go.
Okay.
But anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, the Vera Bradley masks. Yeah.
Vera ones are the best.
I've tried, I think, like 4 or 5 different brands of masks, and I highly recommend the Vera Bradley ones.
Yes. So let's see. Yeah, Soarin' is crazy.
It was like a crazy dance. It was so weird. Hey, Steven. Sorry, I'm not reading fast enough.
Yes, and they do have filters. You can put your filter in there, and then it's like.
And I will say, those are the only masks that I've tried with the filters that don't restrict my breathing. Because I do have another one that has like a big carbon filter in it, and I was going to wear that one to the parks, but honestly, I couldn't breathe through it because it was like so thick and heavy. But the cool thing about the Vera ones is that the filters are like really thin. So even Abby, who has asthma, can still breathe through
I'm totally fine with the Vera ones, which is good.
Highly recommend.
Yes. Okay. So here's what they've been doing. Let me tell you guys.
You guys like the Vera masks too.
If you haven't heard what they're doing with characters, so the characters we saw like several characters today. I think 4 is the grand total we're at right now. But 2 of them, because we saw Anna and Elsa in the World Showcase.
Okay.
With the cavalcade. We filmed it on the vlog.
We're going to tell you about the characters, but we actually filmed them so you can see them in the vlog. So the vlog will be coming up really soon, so you can actually see these cavalcades because they're so cool. Okay,
so then so we saw Anna and Elsa in the World Showcase.
Yep.
And then we saw Pooh and Joy
at separate times
out here by Figment. So you know how, if you've ever been, there's like there's Imagination, which is the big triangle building, and then out front there's like grass and a little pond where there's like pretzels and stuff. There's a pretzel cart there. So Joy and Winnie the Pooh were both on the grass behind the fence. Like, Pooh was catching butterflies. He had a butterfly
in the
net.
area that like you're not allowed to walk in. It's like the actual landscaping.
Yeah. So Pooh was catching butterflies. He had a butterfly net, and then Joy was just like skipping around on the grass. It was so cute, and so we got to see them.
It was so great
from a distance. Socially distancing character.
I honestly think, like, if I had to pick my favorite thing about our day today, it's been the characters. They have done such an amazing job with still getting to see them. We still interact with them. Like, both Anna and Elsa, we were able to, like, make eye contact and, like, talk with them a little bit as they were moving. And it was just, like, the coolest thing. So, definitely my favorite is the way that they've done characters. And I actually feel like even though it's not the character meets like we were used to, I still feel like you get a personal
you totally do
connection with the characters, which is so cool. So,
Joy stood and chatted with us.
Yeah,
for like,
she told us all about her day, what she's been doing.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, the Harry Potter stuff's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, the Vera Bradley Harry Potter collection.
I'm so curious about that because Abby and I are different houses, so we may
have to see how that
we may end up with some of that stuff. I don't know. And then I think they're talking about. Oh, you have 2 BB masks. I cannot wait to see what you think of them because, like, for us, we tried the Disney ones, we tried BB, we've tried 3 or 4 other brands that we got online.
And Vera Bradley
is our favorite. For sure. Yeah, Hufflepuff.
Yes, Hufflepuff pride. Yeah.
I'm Gryffindor. But yeah, so we were thinking. Does anybody have any other questions about the day so far? We have seen there's been a lot less cast members working than normal, but there's also less guests, so I think they're just trying to balance it out. But I wish there were a few more cast members, just because I feel like the ones that are working are strained. Like, it's a lot of work for them.
I've seen a lot of, like, managerial type people.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, people in, like, nice button-down shirts
so
and
everyone's
stuff. So everybody's here.
On high alert.
But, yeah, they needed more cast members, if you want to know what I mean.
Well, I feel like the sanitation cast members.
No, the sanitation cast members.
Cleanliness cast members. I don't know what it's called. What are they? Custodial.
Custodial. There's the word.
I'm like, what am I trying to say? But the custodial cast members, there's a lot of them, and they're all working.
They're doing a
really great. So I feel like everything seems sanitary and safe. Although we're kind of doing our own sanitation as we go, just because I'm a germaphobe. So anyway. But I feel like they're doing a really good job. But I feel like cast members in general, as far as working in attractions, working in food locations, there's not
relations.
Enough. Oh, yeah.
That was the whole thing this morning. We had an
interesting thing with guest relations this morning. We're not going to get into it here, but we might talk about it in the next sit-down video that we do. We had some struggles with guest relations earlier, but we made it. It's all good.
We made it. We're here. It's all good.
And the cool thing about today is that because it's what we're calling the International Festival of Everything, they have topiaries set up. They have food booths, like food and wine, and they have merch pop-up locations like they do throughout the festivals. So they're selling flower and garden merch in all of those little pop-ups.
And hide and squeak is going on.
That
we didn't do today because it was hot and we didn't feel like it. But we'll do it soon.
We got
the map, so that should be next time we get to go.
The first 2 days though, before everything shut down, right?
No, we did with Spike. It was Spike before it shut down.
Right.
Now it's Remy.
But so all of the decor that's up says Food and Wine 2020. It's all like
a taste of food and wine, I think is what they're calling it.
Yeah, which I think is hilarious.
Some of the booths are open, some of them are not. Some of them say coming this fall. Like it's they'll be when the Food and Wine officially opens. So.
Yeah, but we have seen some topiaries, which has been really fun. And the Flower and Garden merch, like we said, it's everywhere. So if anyone needs Flower and Garden merch right now, that's definitely...
You can get it now.
Yeah. I was going to get out the, here we go, the map. So you guys can see it. So it says, Hide and Squeak 2020. We're definitely going to do this and vlog it, so be on the lookout for that. But
it was just too hot today.
Here's the dying a little.
Okay, so when we looked at the forecast yesterday, it said it was going to rain. So we came ready for rain. It's not raining.
This is
it's just brutal weather, sun.
Like playing with us, because literally yesterday it said like 40 to 60% chance of rain, which I do think it's going to rain later.
I do think it's going to.
So we came prepared for rain, and then it was like blistering sun, and we're like, Florida. But anyways, so we kind of went ahead and got the prize because we're those people that like we just want to buy the map and get the prize at the same time. But we are going to do it, so it's not like we're cheating and getting a prize. Well, we paid for it. Whatever.
We paid for it.
Anyway. I don't have to explain myself. So we got the prize. So this is the cup that you can get for the Hide and Squeak.
So right now the Hide and Squeak is the Food and Wine Festival search, but it's
you get
Flower and Garden
prize, which I honestly kind of like. It says like farmers market, and
we
like
did get. These were the same prizes that were for the Spike hunts,
which we did do. Yeah, and we have a vlog on it, so if you guys want to watch that one, we do have that. And we got 3 different...
Yeah,
we got 3 different maps so we could get the 3 cups. And then when we realized they had the same one, we're like, oh, can we just buy the 4th with this one? So we got the Mickey cup, so now we have all of them. But these are like... I love the Living with the Land guy. Anyway, so these are the cups. They're actually really thick and nice, comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
I think this would be really good to use for like... ice cream or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're cute. They look pretty legit compared to the ones that were last year when they were pretty thin. These are like...
I'm trying to...
Oh, sorry.
She keeps moving it. I'm trying to poke it.
My bad.
Yeah, I hope Festival of the Holidays still happens. That's still up in the air right now. But
that's the only festival that's kind of really missing from it right now. We made the joke. Hi, Melissa! We're in Epcot. The best. We are going to the other parks later this week, but we had to go to
everything
Epcot
but
first.
Hollywood Studios, because that was already taken in.
Yeah, we're working on it though. Anyway, but yeah, actually we felt like we had to go to Epcot first, so that's why we didn't go last week to the parks, because we're like, we need
definitely watch your step as you exit, everybody.
I was like, what? Yeah.
It's been fun, because the guy who does the Living with the Land voiceover, his voice has been coming up throughout the park saying, please remember to wear a face covering.
I will say that I don't think it's the same recording, but he also did the recording for the Disney Springs voiceover. I'm not sure if it's the same one. I don't know. I'd have to pay attention. But we've been hearing the one from Disney Springs for a few weeks now, because it's been open for 2 months, 3 months, something like that. Disney Springs has 2 months, I think. And so the first time I heard it, I literally started crying in Disney Springs, because I love the Living with the Land narrator so much that when it was him, I'm like, okay, like, yes, sir. Like, the magic is back, because he's the one telling me to
So his voice has been throughout the park today. It's made me really happy.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So... Let's see.
The reason we don't have masks on, just for anybody who wasn't with us at the beginning.
We're sitting here with drinks.
We're sitting at Seasons, the restaurant, in a table far away in the corner from everybody else, and
our masks are right here. So at a moment's notice, we can just
So we're taking our rest.
No worries. The crowd. We said earlier, and I'll say it one more time, but what I think the crowd is pretty equivalent to a normal like January off-season time. It's not quiet by any means. It's not empty.
Like
there's a lot of people.
We have a lot of people saying like, "Oh my gosh, the parks are empty. Like it looks so eerie."
I mean, yeah, it probably was at cast member previews or cast member previews, but not anymore.
No, there's constantly people going. It's just hopefully the goal is so that it trickles. So there's like a few every time instead of being like a huge clump.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm seeing more of. Is there's few people everywhere.
Like it's definitely not as busy as it would normally be in July.
Yeah.
However, it's definitely not empty.
It's not empty.
And I don't know what rides are closed. I haven't seen any that are.
Oh, what's interesting? Sorry, go ahead, finish your thought.
No, I was all my thoughts.
One thing that's interesting is a lot of the restaurant locations or food locations that are normally open are closed.
The Norway
today.
Bakery was closed. We were going to stop and get Robin.
Norway.
We were going to get a troll horn, and we couldn't because it was closed.
And
also, the Germany caramel
popcorn place is closed. The Cool Wash, the icy place is closed. The Burger and Fry place in the Odyssey Center, we were looking so forward to that because you know how we are with French fries. So we were like, yes, we're gonna get it, and it was closed. So I will say, I don't know if those things will continue to be closed or if it's just they're not ready yet, and that could be.
I mean, those places knowing having gone in those places, it will be difficult to social distance in there. They're very small stores. Not necessarily Cool Wash, but I'm talking bakeries. Are like pretty close confines, so I can understand. And I don't know. But I'm sad.
I just think those are also normally run by the international program people, and so they don't have any of those cast members right now. So everyone who's in the World Showcase right now
is closed.
What was I saying? Oh, so all of those places that are open right now are by full-time or part-time cast members, and there's a few who are full-time now that are from another country who have like moved here.
Like I saw a few Rose and Crown workers going by that were definitely from
but
Great Britain.
Most of it is being done by not the international cast members because they had to go home for the quarantine and everything. So it's by like the full-time and part-time Disney cast members that are running it.
That may be why they didn't open.
They just need to think through it a little bit more before they open those. But we're waiting for them.
But as far as I know, I don't think any rides are closed. I haven't seen any that were. Epcot doesn't have that many rides anyway.
Right.
So
they did. I haven't seen any closed. I do think sometimes the lines will grow a little bit because they do have the sanitization cleaning every hour. And so whenever they do that to clean the ride, the line gets a little longer because obviously it's not running. But they seem to have that down.
Yeah.
It's fast, they do it efficiently, and then they move on, which I think is great. And honestly, I'm waiting for that time when I can be on a ride where they close it right before me so that I'm the first one on a freshly sanitized vehicle.
We'll see.
Please.
We're trying on Friday. We're gonna try to be there at rope drop for Animal Kingdom, so we can go like freshly cleaned safari or something. I don't know what we're gonna do.
I know, Robin. We were gonna try a troll horn because we haven't had it ever before, and we were gonna do it today.
We've done now the school bread. We tried that with Ollie.
I actually honestly want to do like
I want to do all of it.
No, I want to do like a mukbang or like Q&A video
the Norway
just
Bakery.
buy like a ton of things from the bakery, sit down and eat them.
I'm down
and answer
for that.
questions.
Unfortunately,
that's what
right
I want to
now
do.
it's not open.
Not right now, unfortunately.
Sad. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Elena.
Hey. So we were kind of thinking, let us know if you guys want to see this, that we might migrate and move from here and actually walk through the parks with you guys. I'm impressed by this kid's lungs.
Seriously. The power.
He just wants more food.
Who doesn't really?
I know, honestly. So if you guys want to, we can actually get up and walk you guys through the parks a little bit. So go ahead and give us some things of what you want to see.
Yeah.
And also, it may be a little shaky because we are not professional. I mean, we're not professionals, okay? We don't have like those little like arm things.
I've seen a lot of those people, but not us.
Yeah, not us. So we're happy to walk around with you guys, but just so you know, I'll try to be as smooth as I can. But we're just going to be walking with you guys, so let us know. I think Elena wants that. Wants us to
Everyone
get up.
wants the mukbang from Norway. Me too, guys.
Okay,
me
so
too.
now we have to do it. So we thought if you guys just want to see something like in Epcot, see what it looks like to walk around, let's do it. And also, you can see if you can actually understand us when we have our masks on. Let's try.
That's gonna be the struggle.
Yeah. So let's see.
Hey
Trisha
guys.
says yes. Hey. Hey, Nikki and Tracy. Nikki or Tracy, which one of you is it? Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Okay, we're gonna chug our drinks really quick so we can move.
Or choke on our drinks.
Don't cough. COVID. Okay, literally, that's been it's so funny to me because thankfully everyone that's been around us has been really good about like not sneezing, coughing, whatever. But every time I hear that, I'm like, nope, gotta go, bye. Oh, one thing that would be interesting to talk about is security when you came in.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually really good for us. And it wasn't as like, oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
It wasn't like as traumatic horror story as I had heard.
Yeah.
Some people were like, you had to like get pulled over, they wanded you, like all that stuff. But I think they do randomly select people to check a little bit like further, but it's not everyone. So we came through, you get a temperature check first, and then if you fail the temperature check, they pull you over, they let you sit in the shade for a few minutes.
Spot. They've got like fans and stuff in a tent, there's water and
because
stuff.
They realize
it's really nice.
that it's really
It
hot
might just
outside.
be you overheated, not necessarily fever.
Right.
So,
and they realize that in walking in the heat, in order to even get to the gate, you might be really hot and overheated. So they have a tent with air conditioned fans and everything, and then you sit down for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then they take it again. If you take it the second time and you're still over, then they'll turn you away. But if not, most people, it's like once you cool down, you're fine. So thankfully, we got through the temperature check. That was all fine. And then when you go through, when you get to what would be the bag check, you walk through the metal detectors, and they ask you like if you have anything metal in your bag, if you have umbrellas or water bottles, to take that out. I had the camera, so it was kind of a lot of metal. And so for me, I did have a lot of metal in my bag, and so I was like, I have a lot of metal, I'm gonna set off the metal detector. So I went through, sure enough, it set it off, and then I just had a quick like bag check. But really what I did was I just took my bag off, I unzipped all the zippers myself, and I held them open for him to see in. And a tip that I did today was I put everything in clear pouches or Ziplocs so that they can see everything without having to touch it.
Yeah, all my stuff is in Ziplocs today.
So I went through the bag check, but he didn't touch anything. I touched it all myself. I zipped all my zippers, showed everything, and I actually felt good about doing that because I had so much metal in my bag. I had an umbrella, I had the camera. I think that was basically it, but then I had metal zippers on everything. So yeah, so that was it. And then we went to the tap-in place where you tap your band or your pass or whatever, and you tap it, and then you don't have to do the finger now because, okay, also that totally grossed me out from the beginning when they started doing that anyways, because everyone touches that, and I was like, it really grossed me out anyways. So now they just put it's actually cute, they just have like a little cap that goes right over the button, so you don't even try to tap your finger. You scan and you move on.
So I saw a question from Nikki and Tracy if the bakery in France is open. I don't know.
We didn't go that way. Maybe we should.
But considering Norway and Germany were both closed, I'm gonna guess no.
Yeah.
But I do know they have more food than just that. Like it's more of a quick service than just a bakery. But I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Question mark? I don't really know.
Someone asked we should do pin trading. We brought some pins to trade too. That was the other metal in my bag. I had a lot of metal in my bag, okay? But I did bring some pins to trade, and we have not actually found
any
cast pin trading board yet. We looked in a few different stores, and then in any of the countries that we walked through, we looked.
There's somebody coughing over there, and I am uncomfortable.
It's okay. They're 7 tables away.
But I am uncomfortable. Hopefully they're not choking on their food or something.
I think it's a little kid. I'm pretty sure they swallowed air tube. I feel that.
Oh.
Okay, anyway. That's me all the time.
Oh, I feel that.
Okay.
Which YouTubers are our favorite thing?
Wait.
I haven't watched that many YouTuber live streams. Is that terrible?
Honestly, I actually feel like I was trying to avoid watching any content from the parks as far as vlogs or lives go because I wanted to experience it for myself. So I actually didn't watch any. And if I went on an Insta story where I saw that people were in the parks, I'm like,
I've been watching the Lepersons. The Lepersons I've watched.
Yeah.
I think they're the only ones I've watched. I just don't. Honestly, here's the thing, y'all. I don't watch Disney YouTube that
She
often.
does it, which is so weird. Well, you watch our friends.
I watch our friends, obviously, but yeah.
All the bakeries are closed.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh. Wear that mask. Okay, I'm gonna put mine on now.
Just because I feel unsafe.
Actually, no.
I don't really feel that unsafe.
Wait. Sanitizer.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sanitize first. You guys, honestly, I had a few people ask me, like, not in the live, but before, like, how we're doing in the parks. And honestly, I'm living my best life because I am a germaphobe by nature. And I detest germs. I have to build myself up to go to, like, movie theaters and stuff because I just can't.
True.
Normally, before all this happened. And so, honestly, having the ability and, like, trying to be as safe and as cautious as we can, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. I'm like, sanitizer, like, we're always, like, keeping up with each other, making sure we're not touching any surfaces, keeping everything safe. Sanitizer, wipes, we brought spray Lysol. Mm-hmm. We got it. We have gloves.
What's been the biggest change? Oh, exciting! I'm glad you're coming. It's been a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes.
The biggest change?
I don't know. I'm trying to think what's the biggest one. I mean obviously the mask thing.
But honestly, I find it pretty natural. After a while, you get used to it, and it's not that
It's been a little weird for me. She's been back to work now.
Yeah,
and she has to wear one
every
at work.
day, yeah.
I haven't been out of the house, like, at all. So this has been weird for me.
That's true. This is, like, what, your second or third time?
The first time, the longest time I've worn one consistently, for sure. But yeah, I think that's the biggest change, really. And that everything, okay, here's the thing. We talk about this in the vlog. I'm just going to say it once. Epcot is a big old hot mess right now.
It kind of is.
And they've cut off all of the pathways that are in the shade. So everything is in direct sunlight right now.
And when we say Epcot's a hot mess, we mean, like, in construction zones and things being closed. Before all this happened, they started closing everything down.
Before all this happened, it was a hot mess, but now it's even worse.
Okay, so I'm packing up my bag here, and we're actually going to take you guys on the road.
I saw what rides we've only done 2 rides today.
We did Figment.
And we did Soarin'. And that's all we've done today, so.
Honestly, we kind of, like, I don't know. I don't feel as comfortable in the rides as I do out, like, with the food booths and stuff, just because I feel better in the open air versus being in a confined space with others. So for me, I don't want to ride that many rides, so I've done a few, but we're going to take it easy, start slow, and then maybe as they start to get their act together a little bit more with social distancing, we'll start. I
will say both the lines for Test Track and Frozen Ever After were really long.
Oh,
Soarin' wasn't that bad actually, but Test Track
it said 45 minutes.
It was,
but it was only
minutes.
Like 15.
Yeah.
Were there new pins for Food and Wine? No. So one thing that we have noticed, and we've known for a while because of Disney Springs, they're not releasing any new pins or Ellie pins in the parks right now, which stinks.
It stinks.
Because you have to get them all through Shop Disney.
I don't like it.
But because of that, we haven't seen any new ones. They do have the Flower and Garden merchandise, so they have those, but that's about it. Like,
that's it, yeah.
Okay, let me see. Let me put my hat on and let's go outside. And feel free to keep talking, ask us questions as we walk. We'll try to walk slow so that you guys can see everything good. Check out my hat. Fast Pass to Friday. Although it's already
Fast Passes aren't working right now.
Yeah, no Fast Passes. Oh, that's another thing that's interesting to note is that
no Fast Passes right now.
No Fast Passes, but they're using the Fast Pass lanes
like a second
queue. So you can choose right or left, and then it's the same either way. But it gives you another choice. Are you going to Disney Hollywood Studios? We're gonna try. It's very difficult to get into it right now because of the capacity limits, and it's always the first one to go. But we are still trying to get some reservations there.
I mean, it just opened today too, so it's not like
they did start a new festival. It is the what is it called? A
Taste of Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah. So technically, it's Food and Wine, and you'll see as we walk, there's some like decor for Food and Wine out. But then all of the merch is Flower and Garden merch, which I actually think is kind of fun. We've never had a joint festival before. So.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to come out later, and a lot of the food booths are going to open later as well.
Yes, a lot of them will say coming in the fall, so they're going to be opening later as they go. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move. So let me stand up and then kind of move the camera.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, I'm gonna grab this.
I think we should keep it.
Oh, you want?
And then I'm gonna hold both.
Fall. Don't drop my phone.
Okay, I got it. Okay, wait, we have to turn the camera around. Reversing the camera. Aha! There we go! Okay.
I'm gonna throw these away.
I'm gonna try to walk slow, guys. I'm not a pro at this, so don't come at me for my shaky camera work. Are they keeping, what does that say? Are they keeping the pathways in the sun to avoid crowds gathering? Maybe. I honestly don't think they've thought about that. I think it's more so just because that's where they could get everything. Okay, hold on. Let me give you a little pan of seasons. There's Abby. So actually right now it's a little bit less crowded than it was when we first came in. But you can kind of see there's less people definitely, which is nice.
We need to take it off the tripod.
Okay.
It's gonna fall.
Okay, Abby's freaking out. Hold on, everybody close your eyes. Ready? Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that wasn't bad. Okay.
See, thank you.
There we go.
I don't want my phone to fall.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Where's the up escalator? I'm like all discombobulated. Is that down?
Yes, you gotta go.
So we gotta go to up. Okay. They got rid of tables. Yes, Josh, that's a good point. They did get rid of every other table in here so that you have social distanced tables.
Because they were really close together.
Yeah, and you can see here the lines on the floor that are 6 feet apart. These, what are these for? For Soarin', I guess?
Yeah.
Although when we wrote it, they were already into the door, so it was fine.
Suddenly there's another people.
I know, right?
I think it's Soarin'.
Yeah, so this is Soarin', or the entrance to, you can actually see it's pretty open, but they have all of the stanchions out to divide a line when there is one. But right now it's pretty. So we're gonna go up the escalator. I do try my best not to touch any. I've seen others who have, wait, let me see if I can go this way, who have been cleaning the rails as we go. So I do feel like they're cleaning them a lot, but I still just try not to touch them. Do you feel safer at Epcot or at Disney Springs? Ooh, that's a tough one. I honestly feel safer at Disney Springs. Let me see if I can turn this around on myself really quick. Oh, JK, no, that's fine. Anyway, I do feel like Disney Springs,
We do feel like Disney Springs is a little bit safer now.
Only because
Epcot doesn't act together quite yet.
And I don't really want to judge. See, he's cleaning the rails. Thank you, sir. I do feel like they're going to get their act together eventually, so I'm trying not to judge. I want to come back in another week or two and see. You guys can actually see here how the tables are set up. So there's actually not too many people in here, but they just have them every other table kind of set up. But yeah, so definitely I think Disney Springs is better, but they have also been open for 3 months at this point. So, okay. So this is the first kind of collision situation that we've been in. So again, what we do when there's like 2 parties coming, I try to step out and away from it and give them space to go through, and then I will go through later. So you do definitely have to be aware of other people, and I just do my best to hang back and let them do what they want to do.
And just be patient, because there's no reason to rush.
Exactly. There's nothing to rush to at this point. There's no fast passes to try to run. Is it raining? Okay, no.
Okay, no.
I was about to be like, if it's
raining.
It
probably is going to.
But guys, it would be okay, because we planned for it.
Smell the rain wind.
Which we're going to now. I don't know what the general like parks look like. So they have not really designated an in or out ramp going down through here. But you basically kind of follow the flow. That flow is going up a lot. This one's going down. Where do you guys want to head? I don't know. We're kind of free floating. So
Nemo's over there.
Do we want to do Nemo and do that?
Or we could do Figment again, because you guys know I'm always up for Figment again.
True. Oh, Frozen. I don't know about Frozen. It's on the other side of the park.
Yeah, it's a walk.
I don't know. Are we good to go to Nemo?
That's fine.
All right, let's go this way. Sorry for the sharp turns, everyone. This is actually my first time, like, going live and walking, so bear with me. I vlog and walk all the time, but I usually have a grip or something on for that. Is there Thunder Mountain? So Thunder Mountain is in Magic Kingdom. As far as I know, it is open. I've seen it, you know, open and running.
There we go. We're back.
We're back.
The Wi-Fi's wacky.
Yeah, we may lose you in Nemo. We'll try, but the Wi-Fi. All right, here we go. Are you ready? There she is.
Oh,
there's our girl.
Can you hear the
Oh yeah,
thunder?
look at those clouds. Awesome. But don't worry, guys. We prepared for the rain. But yeah, so there's Spaceship Earth right there. She's so pretty. Yeah, so let's go try Nemo. And we may lose you, and that's okay, but we'll try our best.
You could do Spaceship Earth instead.
Oh yeah, would you guys rather do Nemo or Spaceship Earth? Go ahead and vote. Let us know. Yeah. Here's the stroller parking, which if you guys remember, hello! If you guys remember like what the stroller parking used to look like when the park was full, it's pretty darn good right now. Yeah. And also I think a lot of the strollers would be at Nemo right now, so it's a pretty good balance, I would say, of like ages and families versus like older people. So I feel like it's a good balance right now. Oh, we have to show you this wall over here because it's literally our favorite. How do I check to see if there's more? Okay, so nobody's voting.
You're so excited when you're on it, Angie.
Which one would you rather do, Abby? Or which one do you think will have better Wi-Fi?
I do not know. I do not know. Nemo's probably
Again. Oh, there we are. We're here. We're not. We're here. We're not. So you can see the lines here on the floor that they've put out for social distancing. Oh, Spaceship Earth. I literally will never get sick of that site. It's so pretty. Let us know if you guys are with us, because I need to know if you're here with me. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and pan around a little bit so you guys can see. Actually, right now, it says I'm live.
I know. It's weird. Somebody's saying Nemo would be better Wi-Fi.
Nemo would be better? Okay. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and pull it up on your... Got excited because I was like, what does it say? Here, do you want to hold it for just a minute?
I'll hold it for a second.
Pull it up on my phone.
Turn back and see Spaceship Earth because it's way prettier than anything else you can see. So, ta-da! Sorry, that was my finger. I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna see what we can do.
I'm trying to see if we can see your...
We're struggling. Hey, watch out on. Watch out on. There we go. I just had to redo it.
Oh, you just had to re-put the chat on?
Somebody said Nemo, Nemo.
Okay, so Nemo.
Okay,
Nemo.
Let's try Nemo. We're gonna see how this goes. I got it, I think.
She got it, she got it.
I'm sorry if it shakes. I'm never good with the camera either, so... Hello. Thank you. Oh, hello. All right, there we go. I am not very good at this. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Okay, I hear you. You can't see them anymore because I'm up on the branches, but there's everybody. Woo! Connecting. Oh, we're back. That was an adventure. Tell them what you want to say. We're live.
We went in, and then we were like, we lost you guys, and then we're like, so we just walked.
So we left.
You and then left.
Whoops.
Show us around some merch. See what we've got in there.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on. There's some Finding Nemo merch. Cute, cute. Find your happy place. Thank you, but I'm at my happy place. I feel like I definitely need that shirt. Look at these. Look at those. Oh my goodness, those are funny. These are fun. Hey Patty, no worries. We were struggling a little bit. Whew. What's going on? Hope's coming back. Yeah, I'm ready. You ready?
Roll, yeah.
Okay.
I actually love hanging out in this gift shop because the air conditioning works so good.
Okay, we're back. And we're going. It's gonna rain on us. That was a fun little detour, not really, but it's okay. It's nice in the air conditioning for like 5 seconds.
One of my favorite.
Here comes the rain. It's okay.
What is that under there?
Oh, yep, I felt the drop.
Do you want me to get your umbrella out?
Oh, boy. Guys. They did not have, did they have pins in the shop?
They did not.
They did not have a pin board.
To see if they had a pin board, and the guy
No pin
didn't really
board.
seem to know, but he was like, "You're not going to find them at very many places, so you just have to keep looking." I was
Yes.
like, "Okay,
So no, the answer is no. Here, do you want to take this back?
sure, I'll take it back."
Woo!
But can
Sorry,
you grab,
guys.
No, it's good. Can you grab my umbrella out, because I can hold the umbrella and the phone. Hey, Patty.
I am not that talented. That's what I'm saying. That's the camera.
Yeah, so they didn't have a pin board. They did have like a little rack of pins, but they're all the ones that have been in the parks for a few months. So, yes, Patty, it may be buffering quite a bit. It's just because we are dealing with the park Wi-Fi right now.
Which is not good on a normal
It's
day,
not
actually.
great. Yeah. So we'll have our umbrellas. So if it starts raining hardcore,
There you go.
yeah, it's not raining right now.
You did not specify.
There we
Okay,
go.
reverse the camera. Boom.
Oh.
We're gonna end this live now.
So first of all, it's about to downpour on us, like legit. And two, it's just like the Wi-Fi is really difficult. So we're actually gonna plan on doing a live from each of the parks that we visit, but we're gonna let you guys know ahead of time like when that is, so that you guys can join us for those. So thanks to everybody who joined us. We hope that you answered some questions. We are gonna have a vlog that's gonna be up on the channel within the next few days. So it'll give you a lot more info on like what we're seeing, and actually you get to see what we're seeing. So definitely check that out on the channel, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
I'm smiling, but you can't tell. But I'm smiling.
I look scary.
Bye.
Bye.